Hello, everyone, and welcome to Claude and the Banstas. Hope you're all well. We've got loads of people in the chat. Want to say hello to everyone. We've got Stephen, Lance, Clay, Omar, Archie, the intellectual investor, Jerome, Archie, Anthony, Charles. Who else we got? The Urban Ghost. Loads of people in the chat. Connor. Just want to say welcome to everyone. This is the Sheffield United versus Tottenham Watchalong. The reason why I ain't got my green screen up is because I'm not staying. I've got things to do today, unfortunately. But Claude will be taking you through this watch-along with Glenn, who will be jumping on any second now. But before we do, how you been, Claude? You all right, mate?
Yeah, I'm not too bad, mate. How are you?
Yeah, good.
Good win yesterday. Lovely win, 4-0. Mustn't get carried away, though. We've got a bigger test on Saturday. But it was a good win. And the confidence must be good after that as well. And there's some good performances in there. Ceballos, Xhaka played very well, I thought. Aubameyang took his goals well, 2 goals and an assist. And the new boy got a goal. But the only thing I will say about the new boy, I haven't seen him play. He's all right going forward, maybe, but how good is he coming the other way? And he'll be certainly tested on Saturday. I'm just going to put a bit of light on here because I think. Anyway.
No, I mean, it was great news before we even started, wasn't it? You know what I mean? We had the great news that young Saka, young player, has got penned a new deal. That was fantastic news, a big boost for us straight away before we even kicked the ball. Good news for me, I think. Good news for the Saliba, not going back out on loan. I know it was for the final, but let's be honest, he could have got injured and injured his knee in a bad way or something like that, and then we would have had to wait to see him for next season. So for me, I think them two things before we even kicked the ball yesterday was absolutely fantastic. And then obviously going into the game, that first half, I thought we was fantastic. Great start. We kicked off straight away, put the pressure on them. I wasn't too impressed with the back five that Arteta picked, but you know, we started off well. I thought Ceballos in that first half was immense. I thought he was unbelievable, and if he played like that for the rest of the season, then I wouldn't mind us putting in a bid for him and keeping him. I know we're only going off for one game. Tierney was fantastic again. Hashtag make Tierney our captain. Claude and the Banstas have started that off. Let's get Tierney our captain because I think he'd be a brilliant captain for us. And yeah, Aubameyang getting up to 50 goals now. He's on the same amount of goals now as Vardy. And if you look underneath him, I mean, it's a good chance for him to yet again be Golden Boot winner. What do you think of that, Claude?
Yeah, he's level at the moment. He's level with him.
Yeah, level with Vardy.
Yeah, so that's good. So
just quickly getting onto the game. Let me get the teams up so we can let everyone know what the teams are, Claude. Here we go. It's for Sheffield United. We've got Henderson in goal. We've got Basham, Egan, Robinson, and Baldock in defence. Burge, Norwood, Osborne in midfield, and Stevens, McBurney, and McGoldrick up front. And for Tottenham, we've got Louise. What am I saying about Louise? I'm thinking about Arsenal. Lores, Aurier, Sanchez, Dyer, Davis in defence, Sissoko, Lo Celso, and Mora in midfield, and Bergwijn, Kane, and Son up front. What do you think of them teams, Claude?
Yeah, I think who's up front for Sheffield United tonight?
Sheffield United. We got it looks like McBurney, McGoldrick, and Stevens.
So Sharp's on the bench again, yeah.
On the bench.
Looks like Sharp.
Yep, he's on the bench.
Billy Sharp's on the bench, yeah. Yeah, they look as though Sheffield United have hit a bit of a wall at the moment, and because I mean it's been a long season. I mean that break, which hasn't done them much favours at all, and they've come back, and of course with all these games in a short space of time, their squad's taken a bit of a hit. So I think it's going to be a bit of a struggle for them tonight. Spurs, and they've got a couple of good, results. A couple of good results, and they're at the moment got a bit more confidence. I can only see one win tonight. It hurts me to say that, but I think Spurs could win. Will win quite 2-0, I would say tonight.
Okay, 2-0. Chadwick, thank you very much for your contribution, mate. He's put, who's going to be Arsenal's next creative midfielder? Missing Fabregas. Alos loves the AFTV Watchalong. The crew cracks me up. DT, taking me that off.
Okay.
How we doing, Glenn? You all right, mate?
I was stuck in a tangle of wires. It was like friggin' Christmas time. But I'm here. I'm here. Everything's good. Hello. Hey, Claude, what's up?
Glenn, with the way you might be doing a lot of the commentary tonight, but let's hope. Don't worry, we should be okay. Don't worry. Anyway, how are you, Glenn? Anyway,
I'm fine. Two things. One, did you mention Ceballos and who's the next creative midfielder? We got him for another season. He was reminding me a lot of Santi Cazorla last game. And the second thing is, Claude, do you need me to hook it up so you can watch the TV?
No. I'm okay. I'm okay.
All right.
I've got it on here. I can't because tonight I'm on my phone, doing it on my phone because my laptop is completely fucked. Excuse my language.
Since when? Excuse my language. Since when?
I'll tell you what, mate. It looks like another trip to Curry's in the morning, I think. Anyway.
Hey, can I say something since I just got in here? I disagree with you that Sheffield United's not going to show up. I think they're due today. I really do.
I didn't say they ain't going to show up, Glenn. What I said is that they've probably hit a wall now because they've had a long season. They've been done terrific, yeah, but their squad is it's not as many as other teams in that top tier have got, and that's where they've struggled. And you've seen it in the last couple of games. They played quite well for 45 minutes against us the other day, but Spurs, if they get out quick, I think they'll just beat them quite comfortably, I'm afraid.
Glenn, I'm just going to say thank you very much for coming on, mate. I appreciate this. I'm not standing around. I've got things to do today, unfortunately. So I will see you.
Cheers, Glenn.
Are you about Saturday, Glenn, for the Arsenal game?
What was that? I'm sorry. I heard everything except the last sentence.
I said, are you about for the Arsenal game on Saturday?
I don't see why not. Let's give that a yes. I haven't been on shows in a while, and that's why I had the tangle of wires, and it took me so long to get here. So yeah, it's all good. Yeah, Saturday. What time? UK time?
Probably be around about 5 o'clock. We go live.
Okay. And getting back to Sheffield United, I'm still a big believer in Chris Wilder, and I think he can get the team going.
Yeah. All right. I thank everyone for coming in and watching the watch along with Glenn and Claude. I will see you on Saturday for the Arsenal game. And I'll just say my prediction for today, I'm going to go Sheffield United have got to start winning sometimes, so why not today? I'm going to go with a 2-1 win for Sheffield United, and that's why I'm leaving now, so I don't get no crap from anyone.
Enjoy your shopping, my friend. Enjoy it.
Thank you very much. Thank you. And thanks, everyone. I'll see you soon. See you Saturday.
All right. Take it easy, Terry.
Bye-bye.
Is shopping in the UK as terrible as it is here in the States still? I mean, people are just still hoarding the most important stuff that you need, and it's very frustrating. I know
they're coming out. It's fine. Are we on same sort of time link here? They're coming out on my screen. Are they coming out on yours?
Yeah, they're coming out on mine. They're on the pitch. I'm looking at Harry Kane right now. Ugh. And we'll see. For anybody watching right now, I'm usually 15 to 20 seconds behind the game that you're watching.
You'll probably be in front of me. So
in
we'll see
front of
how it
you.
goes.
Oh,
Yeah, he'll
okay.
probably be in front of me because I'm on a very my Sky's not working properly. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
At the moment, it's okay, but I've got a funny feeling it's going to start playing games with me. All right.
So, our recent success with Arsenal, Claude. I'm sorry if you said this already, but how are you feeling about it? I feel guilty because I am not as optimistic as a lot of people are, because I believe in essence our team is just not good enough for top four right now the way it is, and I realize a lot of people might be like, "Oh, shut up, you're so negative," but it's it takes more than a couple of wins for me to get on board. You know what I'm saying? How are you
Yeah, I know.
feeling? How are you feeling about it? I didn't see any.
No, I thought it was a much needed performance. It was a good performance. I'd say you can only beat what's in front of you.
Yes,
All
exactly.
I will say, but as I say, I was impressed with Suarez getting that goal. Just don't know, because I hear from a lot of Southampton fans that he's all right, all very well going forward, but defending he's not very clever. So we'll see how he copes defensively. That's more important for me, to see how he copes because he didn't have much to do defensively. Because Norwich, I mean, apart from Cantwell, were really very, very poor.
The
They
game.
had that little spell in the second half where we took our foot off the gas a bit and nearly scored. But apart from that, it was a comfortable afternoon for us, wasn't it? So comfortable evening.
Okay, just to tell you, I have kickoff and I am 40 seconds into the game. I don't know where you are.
So no, I'm not. But anyway, carry on.
Oh, okay. I'm 40 seconds into the game. The only thing that I didn't like out of everybody's performance, and this is a minor quibble. Oh, shot on goal save by Sheffield United. Baldock. The only thing I don't like, but I could be wrong, is I don't like the way Martinez handles himself when he's too lackadaisical in distributing the ball sometimes, and I just feel like a big mistake is coming where he's going to give the ball to the other team. But that I base that on nothing except some instances where I'm like, would you get rid of the ball already when defenders are coming down on him? When the other team's coming down on him. Okay, so I'm at the 125 mark. Sheffield United got off a shot in the first minute and a half. Oh, can you see the time that you're at, Claude? I'm at a minute.
That's what I'm saying. I haven't even started on this one.
Oh, okay.
So you might have to be doing a lot of this. I might have to sync it at half time. But anyway, yeah.
How do you feel about Martinez? Do you think sometimes he's holding on to it a little too long in goal? I don't know. It's just reminding me a little bit about Peter Cech when I see him.
He was okay yesterday. I think he's been all right in the games he's played so far.
Yeah, he's made
can't fault him.
He's made some nice saves. I'm just bringing that up because there were a couple of times where I'm like, would you pass the freaking ball? Okay, so Sheffield United, Tottenham. If we win, we stay in set. If Sheffield United pulls off a win,
happens, we drop a place. Whatever happens, we drop a place today. So.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen the standings. I've been putting together the final AFTV Virus in New York vid, so I haven't been able to look at the table. I haven't been able to watch any of the interviews, go on Twitter and see how my fellow Arsenal fans are doing. All right, Sheffield United in the box across. Terry's way better at this than me.
Don't worry. Just do your best, my friend. I shouldn't have put this on you, mate, but I've got a lot of technical problems everywhere today, mate.
Oh, I understand. Well, anyway, Sheffield United's on the front foot and spending a lot of time in Tottenham's end in the first 3 minutes and 13 seconds. And I don't know if I said this already, but I'm predicting a 2-1 Sheffield United victory. And what was your score again, Claude?
I thought 2-0 Spurs, but it looks like Sheffield United have got off to a bit of a flying start as far as you're concerned. Really...
Yes, I like what I'm seeing. Now they're getting ready to do one of the long throw-ins, and there it is, Sheffield United, and out of the box. Hey, when the very first time I appeared on your show, Claude, you put me on the spot and said, if you could have one Tottenham player on Arsenal, who would it be?
I bet you're going to
And
say you said Harry Kane, didn't you?
yes, I said Harry Kane, and then I asked you to pick yours, and you changed the subject. So I want to know who yours is now. What are you doing over there? Why am I looking at your armpit?
Anyway, yeah, sorry, mate.
So now it's your turn to answer months later when you asked me the question and then changed the subject and laughed.
Harry Kane. Who would I want? You know who I'd like? I'd have Son. Son. I like Son. I think he's a terrific player.
Yeah, I do too.
Better all-round, better footballer as well.
Oh, better. You know what? I can't argue with that. I
think he's a terrific player. But anyway, I don't want to talk how good they are because at the end of the day, we are despite our shit season, we're in front of them at the moment.
Yep. Despite all those freaking Unai Emery draws, we're ahead of them right now.
Not Unai. A lot of the draws are under this guy.
Uh-oh. Are you off the Arteta train?
No.
Corner kick for Tottenham. Nobody got it. Goal kick. I don't know how often I have to do that, so I'm just going to once in a while blurt out what I'm seeing just in case.
Yeah, don't worry. Anyway, talk about, I don't think there's much happening, is there? I mean,
no.
It's a slow start. What you said Ceballos. I thought Ceballos had his best game for the club yesterday.
Yeah, I'm very excited about him. I'm very excited he's going to be here for another season. I hope he realizes that if his loan did end after this season, he wasn't starting at Madrid. So, it's good to see him. And he loves the fans. He says the fans make him feel like he's been here 10 years. So, I'm going to keep my fingers crossed that he keeps up this performance. But it's kind of a double-edged sword with Ceballos, is that the better he does for us, isn't the price tag going to go up? And we're like the cheapest team in the Premier League. So it's kind of I kind of wish, like, if the price was 30 million right now, that we would just sign him. Hey, if you could sign Ceballos for 30 million right now, would you?
So you're judging him on a couple of performances. I'd like to see a bit more of that more often, and against a lot better opposition as well.
No,
because I know where you're coming from, but it's all very well.
No, it's fair enough. But my thing is that when we first got him, I knew a little bit about him, and when I researched him, I'm like, yes, this is the man. We never replaced Santi Cazorla, and we're gonna have Ceballos, and so I rate him higher right now. I don't have to see 5 to 10 games of outstanding performances because I feel that he is first class, high quality, and he's only going to get better. Tottenham's in the Sheffield United box, but they kicked it out to midfield. So now Tottenham's on the front foot. What if they? I'm sorry, like I said, I haven't seen the table. What if there's a draw today? Do we stay in 7th?
I've got a comment from one of our guys. It's one of our members, Pinto. He's saying Arsenal should sign Lovren and Phil Jones. I think he's taking them out. He's taking the piss there. I think somehow.
Yeah.
Sorry, what were you saying, Glenn? Sorry, mate. I'm looking through the comments. Unless you can see any, if you see any, because I'm on my phone here. If you see any super chats or any,
okay,
let me know. But I'm on my phone, and if you see any comments that Son is good, says Daniel Curry. Another GP says, have you seen our remaining fixtures? Yeah, they are difficult. Grant says, turned, where is Terry? Also, Claude, what did Billy Sharp due to annoyed
Uh,
Ty. Well, Billy Sharp said that anyone annoys Ty. He's a muppet. Sorry, sorry, an absolute muppet. I'm not having anyone that annoys him. It drives me.
what is what is the what is the UK definition of Muppet? Whenever I hear Muppet, I think of Kermit. So I'm not I'm not sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
I've got coverage here. I've got 7 minutes. I've got on here.
My God, you're 2 minutes behind. Hey,
Right.
since I have to read comments, I got to put my friggin' glasses on. So I'm going to
Yeah, if
go.
you see any comments because I can't, it's so small here. My laptop's crashed tonight. Of all nights to crash, it's like absolutely crashed.
All right. Listen, Claude, since I have to watch the comments, I got to put my glasses on because I'm an old fart. I'm gonna turn the camera off for 30 seconds. I'll be right back. I just got to go get my glasses. All right. I got to get my glasses. I have to move this table, so I'll be right back. Ugh.
Right, Adam Harding says Arsenal should sign Griezmann or Depay. Depay, I'm not so sure about. Griezmann wouldn't be bad. Oh, Alex Wilden. I hope you're well, Alex. Hope everything's well with your partner as well. How you doing, fella? And Glenn. Glenn's had to go shopping with the missus, so no way they're rubbish, says Daniel. Who's rubbish? Daniel, let me know. GP says there are better players than Ceballos out there. Yeah, you have a point. He has been good in the last couple of games. Vanessa says, isn't Ceballos a bit overrated?
All right, I'm back. Can you hear me?
Yeah. What's your face? So you're a big Ceballos fan?
Yes, absolutely. I'm, anytime there's a possibility that we talk, whenever they talk about us possibly signing him instead of on loan, that would make me extremely happy. I think he is that creative midfielder we have been missing, and it drives me crazy. It's like somebody, when United got Bruno Fernandes, somebody said, "Oh man, they were tricked into paying that price for him." And the first thing I said to this person was, "I wish someone would trick us like that." I think he's quality, and
that's what I'm saying. He's now he cost what 45 million.
Yeah, and I thought that was a bargain.
To be honest with you, I don't think Ceballos is as good as he is.
I think
I'd like to see Ceballos more in a tough game. You know what I mean? In a big 5 game. See
absolutely.
Also, he needs. He wasn't playing a lot as well, and suddenly he's playing a bit more now. So we'll see. And this will tell you how good he is with the last few games of the season.
Yes, absolutely. I've got common ground with you right there. I completely agree. It's the other thing that drives me crazy is I thought we were slightly better than Manchester United, and I think Bruno Fernandes now makes them slightly better. And I'm sorry to say that the comment section is probably going to kill me for that, but that's what I believe. And that's one of my faults too. I always say what I believe. And I think Bruno Fernandes made Manchester United a little bit better. I think it's exactly what they needed. We still need more besides Ceballos. But hey, we'll take it one game at a time. Right now we're in good form. But like you said, let's see this against some of the bigger clubs. Sheffield. It's pretty much this game's pretty much back and forth.
Yeah, it is. I'm watching this, and you're right.
Sheffield United, there was a through pass on goal to, it looks like Lundstrom, and it just was a little bit too fast for him.
Yeah.
I'm liking what I'm seeing here from Sheffield United so far.
Yeah, there's
and we were kind of lucky when we beat them. So I don't see why they can't beat Spurs.
Well, it's debatable where we are there. I don't know. So, I mean, if you looked at the first two games we played, you said we were really, really poor. But the last couple of games, I think we've suddenly. I think we're there. We're not. We're in the middle where we are. I think 8th or 9th at the moment is where we are.
Yeah, and you know, the worst part when it comes to the summer transfer season, whether it's swaps or if there's actually money to buy people, is that you know, there's no more top 6. It's more like a top 8 right now. You know,
Exactly.
and the thing that makes me crazy is, have you heard anything on Newcastle having an oil billionaire owner?
I've got.
Has that
Sorry,
become a certainty yet?
I've got a super chat here.
Oh, okay.
Bruno has half Portuguese Magnifico. Yeah, I agree. Great, and thank you for the contribution. Who is this? You unlucky. It says you unlucky. Got some funny names here, but thank you for the contribution. He's a Bruno fan. Oh yeah, I agree. I'm a big fan. Yeah. Well.
Mohammed Aldaham is asking, Claude, do you think we've got any chance on Saturday?
Yeah, we've got a chance. I mean, if we play to the level we can, we played in the last couple of games. Yeah, but Wolves are going to be harder to beat. What Arteta will have a different challenge in front of him on Saturdays with this, where we'll play this free at the back again on Saturday remains to be seen, but we'll see.
I've given up trying to guess what Arteta's starting 11 is going to be, because supposedly he bases it solely on training, which is fine. He's in charge. You do what you got to do. It's your team. It's your house. You furnish it as you want, Mr. Arteta. You know, I'll just quietly shake my head if I disagree with your starting lineup. But like I said, he's basing it on how the players do in training. So, I mean, how can you argue with that?
It's like you base your relationship on your wife on training, isn't it?
Yes. My wife, you're such a, you just can't resist. Yes, my wife has me trained very well. And
yeah, so I've noticed. Right.
Oh, when you called me yesterday.
Yeah, you thought I was your mother, isn't it?
Yes, I thought you were my mother. I couldn't believe. Yeah, you know, hey, marriage isn't for everyone. You know, a lot of give and take, a lot of give. You know, depending.
It seems to be a lot of give in your case, mate.
You're such a tool. I'm laughing because it's true. All right, let me see. Here's an interesting question from Ryan of the Mr. Arsenal. Oh, wait. Tottenham.
Let me put that out. We'll put that out there. What's that?
I was just going to ask you that question, Ryan from Mr. Arsenal. I'm not ready to give up on Bellerin just because what's his face scored yesterday.
No, but this is what I'm trying to say. I'd like to see him. I think it's now with Maitland, Niles, and Suarez for that right spec spot. You say don't give up. I think.
No, I haven't. I'm just saying
he's lost that thing that made him anything of a player, and that is his pace. For me, so I'm not sure. I think that now we've got the battle's now going to be between Maitland Niles and Cedric Suarez for that right back spot.
One of my single most frustrating things of being an Arsenal fan is that Bellerin's down right now and everybody's on board for him to be sold or swapped for help that we need. But the minute that Bellerin, if he did, got hot and had a great run of form, no one would want to get rid of him. It's like you got to buy low and sell high, but we never do that. No one wants to even discuss any of the promising youngsters going to another team. It makes me freaking crazy. I'd like to see Bellerin get a run of a few good games, do well, and then sell him or swap him for something else we need. I don't think Bellerin is essential. I don't think that I'm not going to cry any tears if he leaves, but I'd rather see us sell or swap him when he's doing better. He's not doing well right now.
Yeah, I can understand that.
And you know what I'm saying, Claude? It's like, all right, if he gets a run of games and does well, no one's going to want to swap him. It's like, can you picture last year when Laka was our player of the season, talk about swapping or selling him? No one would have had any of it. Now that he still has
something scored then.
I'm a minute and a half ahead of you, so I don't know what you just saw right now. I
saw a miss from Son there.
Oh, okay, that's the one I was talking about. Yeah.
Coming in. Oh, yeah, hit him on the chest. Though.
Both teams have had a handful of half chances. And I'm going to look up. No, someone in the comments could tell us possibly if this is a draw. Where are we in the table? In the table,
Spurs a bit. We'll move one place down below Spurs. That's all.
Okay.
Spurs have got a bigger goal difference than us.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
By six goals. 4 goals. Sorry, 4 goals.
And if Sheffield United somehow pulls off the victory, we'll be ahead of Spurs.
We'll just be ahead of Spurs, and Sheffield United will be in front of us. So,
okay. All right.
Whatever happens tonight, we lose the place. Is what I was trying to explain in my watch along yesterday. But it was unfortunately it was going through a lot of thickos. It's very difficult to explain.
Okay, if Archie's calling me a tool, that's not the first time I've been called that. What was I going to say? I don't remember. But hi, Archie.
What's Archie saying?
You have it up on the screen. He says, "Tool Glenn." Tool here means you're a dick, but I don't care.
Oi, I'm not having that, Archie. Get out.
It takes a lot more. My wife calls me a lot worse things every day. Don't worry about it, Claude.
Oh, no, she shouldn't, because the sacrifices you have to make. Jesus.
Well, whatever. I deal with it. Claude, you're ready. You're ready.
Have you got that alarm there ready for you? The alarm,
No, there's no alarm. She knows that I have to do the whole game, so this is not going to be any alarms or text messages or anything like that. She knows when the game's over, I'm done, and then she can,
What happened yesterday then? Was you there
yesterday she was. You're asking my boring life story. I had to go out to the stupid stores, and she was working from home.
You told me, Glenn. You told me where Arsenal are playing. You had 3 nights not to be disturbed. You said you had.
I know, but
contract.
yes,
right?
but the wife is working from home, Claude, and she had important video conferences yesterday. So I had to watch the Arsenal game and watch my kids and dogs at the same time. So there was no way I could do a watch along. Because
right. So you did watch it then. All right.
Yes, I did watch it. But I can't in good conscience agree to do a watch along and then have to turn the camera off every 15 minutes. Oh, sorry. My dogs are barking. I gotta go. So yeah, but today,
kids, sit down. I want to watch the football in peace.
Oh, if it was only that easy. I chatting with you. I missed a good chance by I think Harry Kane. Whatever. Oh, water break. Where are you right now? I'm at 23:08, and they're doing the first water break.
All right. Stop it there. Stop it there so we're together.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a good idea. Let's do that. All right. Let me pause that. And tell me when you get to, can you see the time on your screen? Yeah. Okay. Tell me when you get to 23:20 and I'll hit play.
All right.
And those of you in the comments, you're going to be like a minute ahead of us in watching
Tell
the
me,
game.
23-20, you said, yeah?
Yeah, 23-20. It's first water break. As long as we are within a few seconds of each other, that'll make doing this a lot easier. And the comments section will be like people 30 seconds into the future.
Anyway, I want to know what people thought of the performance yesterday in general. What the comments are saying. What you all thought of the comments. I haven't heard from Chadwick. Is Chadwick in? Let me have a look. Chadwick, our first ever member, by the way. Grant says Ceballos is crap, not good enough. Why waste 30 million for him? 1 minute, let's have a look at this. Why waste 30 million for him when he doesn't want to be at the club? He's had 5 good games being at the club. Adios, amigos, Ceballos.
Hey, opinions are like buttholes. Everyone has one. And I rate Ceballos a lot higher than you, Grant. But I respect your opinion. And I believe you are wrong, as you believe I am wrong.
According to this, Block City Wars guide, United have officially signed Jack Grealish. That's interesting.
Now I'm going to have to look that up.
Well, you know what rumors are like.
Well, this person is saying officially, so I'm going to look it up because I can multitask once in a while. So forgive me for looking down at my phone to see if this Grealish story is true. You still not up to 23-20 yet?
No, it's because it keeps free. Yeah, not yet. 1 minute.
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
my wife.
20, you said. Yes, go.
Oh, okay. All right, now we're on the same timeline. Oh, my Wi-Fi is so terrible down here. Look at this blank screen I'm looking at when I just put in Grealish in a search engine.
Never mind. No, I don't think. I think it's just rumors.
Oh, okay. Well, whoever said that, don't say officially. Officially means it's done. Did I see Diesel in the comments section? Why isn't he with us?
Yeah, that's a good point. I know he's knocking some bird off. I think that's why.
Oh, okay. Enough said. Sorry. Carry on, Diesel. Carry on.
Yeah. More important things to do than come on here. Big up to my guy Delwyn, says Diesel. Diesel says, big up Archie. Don't worry, mate. I know that's not what you meant, Glenn. He wasn't calling you at all.
Oh, when the guy called me a tool. He wasn't doing that. Okay.
What he meant is a different type of tool.
Okay. Omar Yaya, if I'm saying that right, is in the comments section. I just want to throw out a hi to him because no matter what show I go on, he's there. He's a crazy devoted Arsenal fan. So hello, Omar. It's nice to see you.
Steve Ted says, breaking news, Arsenal assign Messi.
All right.
Thank you for wasting my
I don't
time.
have to check my phone for that one.
Yeah, I don't think so. Somewhere.
And some Arsenal fans would complain anyway. He's 35 years old.
Unless Kroenke has sold his ranch, maybe that might have happened, but I don't think.
Diesel wrote in the comments, Claude always knows what I'm up to.
No, it must be. Yeah. Otherwise, why wouldn't he be on here?
Man, Diesel, enjoy that action while you're single because after a few years of marriage, it stops.
Yeah, no, it doesn't necessarily have to stop.
Well, it does for most people. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news. So anyway,
it keeps buffering, but I'm on 25-11.
Okay, I'm going to pause it because I'm still like 30 seconds ahead of you. Jeez, Claude, did you lose a war or something? What the heck's up with your internet?
That's terrible, mate. Go again now. Go now.
All right, now we should be up. What time you got on the game, Claude?
25:32.
Okay, yeah, we 25:32.
36, 37, 25, 38.
All right,
Doesn't matter now.
Yes, it does matter. I want to be on the same. Time frame as you.
Spurs are playing now this game that we play on the back, and they could pay for it. Yeah. Oh! Good interception there.
I'm liking what I'm seeing from Sheffield United here. They're hanging right with them, neck and neck here. Half chances for everybody.
Yeah, I'm not been impressed with Spurs at the moment. Not that I think they're just, to me, they're on the same sort of level where we are at the moment. They've got some good players as well. They've got some top players, but they're not performing. I don't know whether it's Mourinho's got a different. They don't like the way Mourinho's style. I don't know. I don't know what it is. But let's have a look. Oh, here it goes. This
Cross, Harry Kane, too long. Sheffield United goalkeeper has it. I'm actually glad to do this watch along because when I watch games on the television, they have that enhanced sound, as they call it, and I freaking can't stand it. I know I'm in the minority.
I think it adds to the atmosphere. I think don't you like that?
No. Hey, this is like arguing over whether you like a song or not. I understand, Claude. I respect that, and I know I am in the minority opinion.
Shot comes in.
Oh, now you're ahead of me. Now I have to go forward 10 seconds.
27-27.
Okay. Yeah, Claude, I'm not going to argue with you. I'm in the minority opinion. If I could push a button and change the way it is for everybody, I wouldn't, because most people like the enhanced sound, and I would, I'm just saying I don't like the soundtrack with my game. I enjoy hearing the players and coaches yelling, but I understand.
But hold on a minute. Normally, this is very unusual because normally when you're watching a game of football, it's going to be crowds there, isn't it? So I don't get that. I don't understand it. This is a rare thing.
I'm going to drop it because I don't want to argue with you. It's what you like. It's what I like. It's like what.
I get what you mean. So when you're watching games, then do you mean when you're watching a normal game, you prefer?
I love the crowds in a normal game where the crowd is there. Are you kidding me? I get all pumped up, especially when the Emirates is rocking. But as far as this goes, this is a once in a lifetime thing. I don't need a soundtrack, but I understand why you like it and why more people than me
to be honest with you, I'm in agreement because I think it's just fake. It's not. To me, it's just fake noise. It's not real. So it don't do anything for me. But there are people that do prefer it. I agree with you. I actually agree with you.
And when it's a real crowd and I hear the Emirates rocking, I always picture you and Troops and Robbie and DT and everybody else.
There's nothing better than hearing someone tell Mike D to F off, is there? Really? Spurs have got a free kick here.
Yeah. Now I'm slightly ahead of you. Hit pause for 10 seconds. Tell me after Kane takes the kick, and then I'll hit play.
Kane takes the kick. Oh, well over the bar.
Okay. Now we're back on the same time again. Hey, Claude, did you see? I mean, I'm slowly trying to save to go to the UK when things get back to normal. And I just saw a news report the other day that because Americans have handled the virus so bad, when Europe reopens, we're not even allowed to go to Europe. Did you see that story? I mean, I don't even blame you guys.
Anyway, I'm not going to listen to the comment. There's some comments coming. I won't listen to them, man.
Oh, I see what they're doing. They know that we're about a minute behind, and they're like,
they're probably right, but let's United have the ball. Sheffield United on the halfway line.
Thank you, Grant. I appreciate that. Grant says he agrees with me. He can't stand it. It sounds stupid having crowd noises in an empty ground. Oh, yes! Sheffield United just scored. Oh, I'm sorry. Are we not on the same?
Yeah, what a goal. What a goal.
Oh, that's outstanding. Outstanding. Oh.
Yeah, Sheffield United take the lead.
Beautiful.
It's Berg. I think Berg has scored. I think Berg, is it? Berg.
I'll tell you in a second. I'm looking at the replay right now. This game's off to a beautiful start. Love it. For Sheffield United to get 3 points from this.
Finish. But the Spurs defense all over the place. All over the place.
Yeah, that's what Mourinho teams used to be known for. I think the luster on Mourinho has definitely worn off. I don't remember, Claude. Were you one of the people when we were looking for a manager that wanted Mourinho when he was available? I never wanted it. I thought it was making.
No, I don't. I disagree. I think he's had a lot of things to deal with. He's only just got there. Remember, he's had a lot of things to do. I still think he's.
Jesus! I'm sorry. Harry Kane just tied it. Are we not on the same time?
No, you're joking.
Damn.
What number? What minute are you in there?
32-14.
Yeah, it looks like this is it. Yeah. Oh my God. Oh yeah.
Did you see it yet? Because I got to hit pause. Tell me when you see the goal.
What a response from Spurs, eh? 1-1.
Credit where it's due. That's a hell of a response. Geez, what were they up for? Like a minute? It's like. Did you see the goal yet?
Yeah, good finish. That's when you're most vulnerable, when you just scored a goal, just switched off there.
Yep.
I don't know what. Oh, they all bumped into each other.
Jeez, that was like Arsenal defending by Basham. Ugh, that was awful.
Diesel sent you a message, by the way.
Oh, hey Alex, hope the missus as well. That's not for me.
Oh, sorry, I thought it was.
They're checking the goal. Possible handball.
Oh. Well, don't go back. I don't want you to tell me. I want to see it myself.
All right, I'm going back. Going back.
No, you better not, because it keeps freezing anyway. 1 minute.
Well, that would be a harsh call if they gave him a handball. He was falling down, and his arm fell on the ball. That would be a harsh call. And Spurs cannot have enough misery for me.
Yeah, but he's kicked it again. Oh, yeah.
Oh, you know what? When he fell down, his arm didn't hit the ball. The ball hit his arm after the Sheffield United guy, Basham, kicked it into his arm. So they're not going to overturn this. Jeez, I already saw that. And why is the ref is doing this? And it's like, it's so obvious.
Who?
Go to the sideline, look at it, and it's over.
Oh, it's disallowed.
Now you're ahead of me? Jesus. Sorry.
I think he's disallowed it, and my screen's froze again.
All right, I'm going back forward. They did disallow it. They did. And Mourinho looks awful. He looks pissed. I'm not. That's a tough call. How are you supposed to, when you're falling down, if a player kicks
if it's a foul in the first place, surely that should be play on, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Oh well, I'll take it. We've had some crappy calls against us, and that was a crappy call. And I hate sticking up for spuds.
Oh, that's fucking ridiculous. He's kicked it again. Look.
Oh, these Quibbly says that we are both 10 minutes behind the game. Wow. Are we really that far behind?
I don't know, mate. Let's have a look at the time. What's the time?
Sheffield United is pushing for another one.
It's probably about 5 minutes behind, I think.
Wow, we're 5 minutes behind.
Don't freeze anymore. It's just otherwise you're gonna. But
all right.
I just have to catch up with you, mate. That's all.
You want me to go as far forward as I can?
Keep going as forward as you can, mate.
All right. I'll do that.
Otherwise, we could be here all night.
Okay. I'm at 39:20, which means I'm probably a minute behind the comments section, maybe 30 seconds if I'm lucky.
39.
I'm at 39:33.
I'm going to see if I can find this on another stream because this is ridiculous here. What is your channel called?
You don't have it. This is the American channel that covers the Premier League. It's MSNBC. You're not going to be able to get it there. At halftime, we can figure out something so we could be watching the stream at the same time.
Yeah, I don't understand. This is fucking awful.
Oh, you're doing this watch along on your phone, you said, right?
Yeah, that's the problem.
So I can't even send you like a picture of me watching the games. Okay.
No. Anyway, never mind. I thought that was a harsh decision. I don't know what people in the comments think. Do you in the comments think different?
Oliver Fourway says, by the law, it was correct to disallow the goal, but the law is ridiculous.
Yeah, but I don't understand that because all very well. It's already well saying that the law is it's ridiculous, right? But it's all very well saying that the thing is ridiculous, but he's kicked it. He's fouled him. He's fouled him as well. So he's got no way of getting out of the way there. Mm-hmm. And the referee's played on.
Yeah.
So if you're going to play on, surely that means you should. Oh, it's fucking this whole VAR is a nonsense now.
It is, but they're using it.
It's absolute nonsense.
They're using it completely wrong, and half the referees in the Premier League are just awful.
Yeah, it's not good. What's happening there, mate? You let me know.
I'm at 41-41. It's still going back and forth with half chances, and Jose Mourinho looks absolutely miserable on the bench. That's where I'm at right now.
Well, you can understand that. I mean, I'm not being funny. I mean, you can understand it. I mean, we love it. We all love it as Arsenal fans. But if that happens to us, we'd be fucking going mad. And I would be. Can you imagine Ty if that went there? Ty would have a Connery. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm still a little bit shocked that you would have accepted Mourinho as Arsenal manager. I think he's terrible with younger.
I wanted someone with experience, to be honest with you.
Even though he's not that good with young players. I mean, it's all water under the bridge now. But that was my main sticking point with Mourinho, is that he's terrible with young players, and we have like 4, 5, 6 terrific young players. So anyway, now Spuds look like they're a little bit angry, and they're holding on to the ball longer, doing that Arsenal side-to-side thing right now. Nobody going forward, but they're hanging on to the ball.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not good.
Ewan in the comments section talking about that disallowed goal says, I don't agree with that decision, but it's not based on VAR. It's the rule they brought in where if the ball touches the attacker's arm, it is disallowed.
Yeah, well, that's because it's not deliberate, is it? And that's where we get to. This is where the law went wrong, because if it's not deliberate, surely that's got to stand. When they made it, if it hits your hand, it hits your hand. That's when the law went wrong, I'm afraid, on that. But I don't know. I don't know who made these rules up now. It's ridiculous now. It's getting stupid, and it makes the referee's job in 100 times harder as well.
James, taking after you, Claude, says, glad to see Glenn's been let out of the basement. Oh, I'm happy that my misery brings so many people smiles.
It's not misery though, is it? You love it.
I love it.
Come on, you
no,
do.
No, I don't love 4 straight months of being in the house with my family. Sorry. Ask me again when things, when this virus thing settles down a little bit. My wife is probably not going back to work till January.
Right, I might have a better signal on my other. I'm using something else here. I might get better. Let's have a look. What have I got here?
Quibley says he's hoping for a draw. These teams are both above us, and that's pretty logical. My thing, it's my own fault, but I can't root for Spurs in any way, shape, or form. So I want them to lose. Us being ahead of them will, get me by for a few days. We are in extra time right now, 3 minutes. I'm at 45-39, 45-40.
I'm just behind you now, 45-14 on this one.
Excellent.
But not far behind. We keep stopping though, 1 minute. Plus 3 minutes, yeah? Yeah, so, yeah. Oh, that looks, yeah. Oh, Mourinho's not, he's doing his nut, isn't he? He's going, I can't blame him. Don't blame him, mate. I don't blame him. He'll be talking about that for about 2 weeks, that'll be. Nothing much happening here at the moment. What's going on there?
I don't know. You got me hooked on looking at the comments section, and I'm missing parts of the game here.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
All right. Spurs trying for a leveler with 1.5 minutes left in extra time. So let me ask you this, Claude. There's talk in Germany that possibly early next season they could bring the crowds back. Has there been any kind of talk like that in the UK for when next season starts?
I don't know, but over here they're talking about bringing a total lockdown again. I mean,
oh my! I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear that.
Because people haven't been abiding by the rules here, have they?
All the states where I live that reopened completely a month ago are seeing huge spikes in the virus now.
That's what I'm saying. That's why they might close it all up again. I've just got the thing here, 47-30, 47-32. What's going on? No,
I'm only 12 seconds ahead of you. I'm not touching anything. I'm just leaving it this way.
That's it. That's all right. Soon as I think we're coming up to half time, yeah.
And Mourinho's heading for the locker room, and it is halftime. So, Claude, what's it like? Tell us what it's like when you do those AFTV watch-alongs, because I haven't had a chance to watch them. It's been impossible for me. Is it therapeutic for you? Do you feel better watching with the gang?
Therapeutic there, sitting with troops and DC and Kalechi in one room is not. It is something different. I'll tell you that now.
But I'm sure it's fun. But does it take the edge off of, like, if you're just watching it by yourself?
And of course, you've got judges as well.
Oh, right, lead judges.
So you know what I'm saying. So it's
I loved the picture I saw of the last watch along where Robbie is in the back, sitting on a chair in the middle. It looks like the king and on his throne with all of his, his subjects there. But one of these days, I'm going to try to do the watch along with you guys.
Yeah.
So, do you have a bunch of commercials at halftime like I do?
What you want to do? You want to send him your number so he can do what your after-match thoughts.
What? No. What? Brennan is working his butt off. Brennan is the guy that does all the editing and stuff. He's working his butt off. I don't want to give him more work by saying the video that I don't know what happened, but it was a blessing in disguise. I'm working. For those of you that don't know, I did an AFTV Virus in New York video a couple of months ago, and I sent the sequel to Robbie, and I don't know what happened to it, but I've been re-editing it since last night to bring it up to date, and I'm going to send it to Robbie tonight, my time. And Claude, you're in it, and
you got me in it, right?
Oh, absolutely, just a little cameo, but just having some fun with you, Mr. Time to Go, and so look for that. That should be around soon. Robbie's expecting my video tonight, and I worked very hard on it, and I worked very hard on re-editing it, and I hope that people like it. But if you go to AFTV and go to the search, if you put in Glen, New York, it'll be the first video that pops up. And I'm very proud of this one I just did and finished. And I hope you enjoy it too, Claude, because I always like when I make you laugh, because I like when you're in a good mood. And I'm drinking Gatorade, unlike you, with the water bottle with God knows what's inside it. What's in your water bottle, Claude?
Oh, it's only water, mate. I'm off the drink at the moment.
Oh, okay, good for you. And how you feeling? I heard you were under the weather.
I had a lot of breathing problems, so I'm still not great, but it's been a bit of a struggle, but we're getting there. Oh,
I like your Claude in the Bansta shirt.
Oh, you like it, eh?
Yes. Have you offered that for sale? That merchandise?
It's all on the website. Have you seen our website?
No, I have not. I only go to your YouTube channel. I didn't know you had a website with merchandise, so I definitely will check that out.
I'm sure you'll buy a hat or a cup off us, won't you?
Well, I'm definitely going to get a hat. Got to cover up this bald head of mine.
Listen, so far your thoughts on the first half, Glenn?
I'm absolutely thrilled. I think Sheffield United is rightfully in front at halftime, especially after the comments section explained a few things about the rules that I was a little foggy on. So, I'm very happy, and I'm sure you're happy to be wrong because you predicted 2-0 to Spurs.
Yeah, I thought Spurs would win this quite comfortably, but Sheffield United seem to find their mojo again, haven't they?
Yeah.
Cool. We could be actually where things are going. I think Spurs will come good in the second half, though. But we could be in front of Spurs at the end of the day. That would be quite something, wouldn't it?
Oh, absolutely. Especially
after the season we've had. But looking at our running, it's not very favourable, though.
I know it's tough slate of games coming up, but at least we're in form. I know it was Norwich and Southampton.
We should have beaten Brighton at least, and we would have been in a much healthier position. We'd be on 49 points. Not bad a position to be in.
Yeah. Every time
and maybe nick a point against Man City, but I think that may be a bit too far-fetched.
Abdul Malik says Chelsea to drop from top 5. Hopefully, they're like the hottest team in the Premier League right now, aren't they? I can't see that happening.
No, it's a hard one.
And they went and got exactly what they needed in Timo Werner, right? That's official. At least I think I remember reading that was official.
I'm just looking at that first goal again. Showing the first goal again. Good move, then. Bang. Yeah, great finish.
Mad Max is very optimistic. He says we could get 5th place. I wish I could believe that. After Brighton, for me, the season was over as far as, top 5. And what's today's date? We're getting pretty close to finding out if it's July 2nd. Do you remember? I know it was like July 6th, 7th, or 8th, where we're going to find out if Manchester City has been disqualified from the Champions League.
Is it this month? I thought it was next month.
I thought it was July. Oh, they changed it to August, or maybe I misheard.
I'm not sure. I was told it was a month ahead, but maybe you're right. Maybe because it was June when they said next month. Maybe it is this month. You might be right. Hopefully, we will know. It's good that we know what positions we can.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing at you. Like, is your calendar broke too, as well as your computer? I'm sorry, Claude. I'm pretty sure it was July 7th. McDonald's commercial. Every time I see a McDonald's commercial, I think of you because you just love not the double cheeseburgers, the breakfast, right? The sausage, egg, and cheese McMuffin. Now I'm making myself hungry.
But I think everything's going to be back to normal over here on the 4th. On Independence Day, isn't it? It's Independence Day on Saturday, isn't it?
Oh, don't get me started. I don't celebrate Independence Day. Lately, I'm not going to say it. Thank God my internal editor is working. No, I don't celebrate July 4th at all.
It's a big celebration, isn't it, over there?
Yeah, but I can't help wondering, with how screwed up my country is. No, I'm not going to say it. Never mind.
No. Let's not get political here.
No, I was just going to say. No, I'm not going to say anything. Oh my God! Stop, Glenn. I don't celebrate July 4th. I'm not into it. I haven't been into it since I was in my teens, and we used to shoot bottle rockets at each other in the field. That's how we celebrated 4th of July when I was in my teens. I don't celebrate it now. I'm mostly taking care of my dogs who want to hide under the bed whenever fireworks are going off outside. But no, I don't celebrate July 4th. What? Yeah. You gotta realize this is a big country. We're not all the same ignorant jerks. I'm an ignorant jerk, but not in that way.
I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, so what's Saturday? We got Wolves. What time will it be over there? When we're 12:30 over there, isn't it? When we play Wolves.
Yeah, I told Terry in the beginning, I don't see anything on the horizon for me. My wife is just going to be upstairs playing video games on Saturday, so I should be able to do the watch along with Terry, and you'll be with AFTV that day, right?
Yeah.
Someone asked earlier in the comments, I forgot to mention it, and I don't remember who said it, but they asked you, Claude, do you think we have any chance at top 5?
No. I think that's beyond us. I think because of the gap. There's a 6. I'll tell you what. We are 6 points behind Wolves. If we win on against Wolves, that'd be 3. But then you've got it's too many teams in front. If it was just one team in front, I'd say yes. But there's you've got United's there. You've got as well. Man United are in that position at the moment. As Wolves are, so yeah. And if you look at United's running, they're running this so against all the bottom sides. So I can't see it. No.
Completely agree with you. Too many teams in front of us, not enough games left.
No.
Let's.
I said it, didn't I? I remember I said when it first started, we had 10 games left. I said we had to win 8 of them, right? We've played 3 games so far. We've won 1, drawn 1, lost 1, haven't we? if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So even if we win now, we'd have to win all we'd have to win all 7. I can't see that happening. I can't see us winning all 7 games.
No way. I'd much rather concentrate on somehow beating.
It's not impossible. It's not impossible, but it's going to take a mind. And also with the players that we've got out injured.
Exactly. With the players we got, I cannot see that happening. I would much rather concentrate on somehow beating Manchester City and getting to the FA Cup final.
Even if we won all 7 games, you look at United, they'd have to drop. What are they on? They're on 52 at the moment. I think United 6 points in front. If I'm not mistaken. They'd have to drop 6 points. Even with us winning every game. So, no, it's a bit... I think it could be a task too big, I think.
Yes, I agree. DJ Samuel says, keep up the good work, Claude and Glenn. Thank you, DJ.
Cheers, DJ. Thank you very much. And it's nice we're like a family on here. Unfortunately, tonight I'm on the phone, so I'm relying on you with the comments because I can't see the comments very well on here.
Well, I'm reading out as many as I can. Like Desmond is asking you, Claude, what your thoughts on Bellerin's performance and Cedric being the main right back?
Cedric's performed. I find he scored a brilliant goal, get me wrong. But I did see him get caught out on one moment in that second half. I think he got caught out. But it wouldn't have made any difference, but we were already in control. I've got to see him a bit more defensively. I've been told he's not great defensively. So until I've seen him play tested defensively, I can't make a comment on him. Because at the end of the day, he's a right back position. It's all very well going forward. If you can't defend, we're back to square one, aren't we? So, but he's got a good shot on him, that's for sure.
Alex Wilden is saying he figures 6th or 7th if we are lucky. I can't disagree with that either.
I think that's about right, and that will give us the Europa League spot anyway. And don't forget, we're still in the FA Cup.
Yes.
In the FA Cup semi-final. I know it's going to be a really tough game, Man City, but you never know. We might pull that one off. Who knows? Remember last time we were in the semi-final against Man City, then we played Chelsea in the final. We all know what happened there.
Yes.
But we did have Alexis Sanchez, and we had the better players as well, I think, in that than we got now.
Hairdryer Treatment, interesting name, is saying, hi, Claude. Loved the dancing yesterday. Ha. I missed you dancing during what? The watch-along? Were you dancing?
No, I don't want to. Not in the watch-along. It was when I was doing my fan camp. I don't watch that, mate. It's embarrassing.
You know that everyone's going to go look at it now, even me. I gotta see you dancing. I'm sorry. All right, I'll drop it. I'll drop it. Let me.
Don't do it.
Oh, it's too late. I'm doing it. You realize on the internet you have to say the opposite of what you want if you want something to happen. If you say, "Hey, everybody, go look at it," then they won't. Let me ask you about the Europa League, Claude, because once again, I am in the minority opinion. I've had enough of the Europa League. I think we'd be better served being out of it. I am sick of it. I think it's a corrupt, dismal league that takes money under the table for a final in Baku, that rewards Champions League teams for failure, dropping them into the tournament just for money. I want nothing to do with the stupid Europa League next season.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it gives us a bit more income. But I know what you mean. As far as the club's concerned, though, would it attract players if we're in the Europa League? I'm not so sure. It's going to be. Yeah, I know what you're saying, but it's also a way of getting into the Champions League next season. And if he can improve that bloody squad of his, we might have a good shot at it, and then maybe the season after we'll be in the Champions League. Who knows?
When I was on Twitter the other day, here's another question for you.
And also, if Aubameyang decides to just run down his contract, if we get in the Champions League next season, he might have he might sign a new one in January if we're in a good position to get in there. So, I don't know.
Well, this is the second half just kicked off. We're at 45-15. I don't know where you are in the game, but the second half just kicked off.
Coming out. They're just coming out.
Spurs had 66% possession in the first half. That statistic surprised me. It didn't seem that huge of a difference in possession. But
yeah, it just kicked off now. It just kicked off now.
Okay, I'm only 35 seconds ahead of you.
Yeah. So
we were talking earlier about how Arteta picks his starting lineups based on training during the week. But putting that aside for a second, who would you start at right back against Wolves?
Do you know what? It's very interesting that you should say that, because the guy's only had 20 minutes. But is it a big risk just to play him after just playing 20 minutes to play him straight away? I'd probably go, me personally, I'd probably go safe and go with Maitland-Niles.
Again, we're in agreement there. Yes, I agree.
I'd go with Maitland-Niles. I'd go the back. Listen, the centre halves, you could pick whatever you say about them, they're all as bad as each other. It's like a raffle, isn't it? You just
yep. All interchangeably below average. I completely agree with you. Although Holding's shown some promise, I was surprised that he's played mostly well after being out for so long. So I might throw Holding in there against Wolves. As far as right back, Maitland-Niles, yes. But we'll get to starting lineup some other time.
Yeah, so I've got two. Here we go. No, all right. Ooh. Yes, backwards and forwards at the moment. I was a foul there.
Yeah. I'm torn with Aubameyang. I desperately want him to stay, but I mean, aren't the hints with him that he wants Champions League football and he might not sign for us? Would you?
I think the worst that can happen to us this year for him is that he runs his contract down. I don't think I got a feeling that if he's going to stay, he won't go. He won't go anywhere. I think he'll stay, but whether he extends his contracts, I think he will. Me personally, I think he will sign the contract. I think he'll sign a 1 year with an extension on top. If on the clause in the extension is that we qualify for next season's Champions League. Not this one that's coming, the next Champions League.
I'm gonna Chadwick. I see what you're saying. I don't want your $20 to take my hat off, but I will in a minute. I don't want your $20, or £20 or whatever the hell it is. But I want to say this because I hold every other Arsenal player up to this, and as much as I love Aubameyang with all my heart, if he doesn't love the club and he doesn't want to stay here, sell him. Don't let the contract run down. Sell him. I know there are some people that make a good argument that no, let his contract run down and let him get us into help get us into the Champions League next season. But if you don't love this club, then bye-bye. Sorry, you're out of here. In my opinion. All right. So anyway, Chadwick, I shaved my head. Chadwick is nothing. I'm not like any other different bald guy, except I'm white and pasty. But most of us Americans are white and pasty. I'm not going to keep my hat off because it's too damn bright. So there you go, Chadwick. Don't hang on to your money. There's a look at me, and you can see me without a hat in my upcoming AFTV video, Virus in New York, the sequel, which I'm sending to Robbie tonight.
Do you know where to send that, don't you? You know where to send it. I've given you.
Yes. You and Robbie sent me the email address, and it's going to be sent as soon as we're done with this watch along. I'm going to finish it up and I'm going to send it over. But Claude, why is GP, the ref probably thought it was a dive, been up there for like 15 minutes?
Oh, sorry, Matt, because I can't get things off. Let me go through the comments. I'm gonna go. I think I can do it on like this. The only way I can do it is if I go one by one on here because I'm on the phone. Yeah. Let me go. Right. Let's go. Like. Mad Max. We could get fish, says Mad Max.
Oh, nice picture, Mad Max. That's from the Road Warrior, if I'm seeing it right.
We should do a FIFA. Apparently, we will be doing one career mode very soon. Claude and the Bouncers will be doing one. Yeah.
Oh, so I want in on that. I kick ass at FIFA. I want in on that. I'll beat you all.
Well, you need to talk with. He's doing it. Stan. Talk with Stan. You can do it together.
Okay. Where's Stan today? It's only 11 a.m. in Vancouver.
No, I think he was on last night. So
okay.
Oh, 1 minute. Hold on. What have I done here?
Adam Harding Care. Arsenal would get 6th. I hope you're right, Adam. Mad Max, I love that mask he's wearing. I think it's from the Road Warrior. If you hear me, Mad Max, tell me if that's the mask from the Road Warrior. FIFA 21 will be out in a month or two. Sheffield United has a corner kick. Oh, you're 30 seconds behind me. You don't want me to tell you, right?
No, go on.
Okay. Goaltender punched it out of the box. Back on the wing again across, but nobody even near it. Okay. Come on, Sheffield United. Get that second goal. You a fan of Chris Wilding, Claude?
Yeah, I think he's done a great job considering what he's got available to what his these players are not. They're good players, but they're not. He's done very well with them. Actually, he's done very well.
And I know I asked.
He's got them working as a team, unit. He's got them really. You know, it shows that you can play. You can get them working well. It can be done. Done really well this year. But I think maybe. I mean, at the moment, they're doing well. I mean, if they win tonight, I think they go on to 47 points, which would be, that will keep them in the hunt for a top 6 place as well. So who knows? They might have just recovered from their little blip.
Yeah, what they've done to me has been so far. What they've done to me has been just as impressive as what Leicester did when they won the league a few years ago, because they don't have like crazy talent at Sheffield United. It's just a motivated bunch of players that listen to the manager and implement his style, and he is a master motivator. I mean, back when they were 3 divisions. Yeah. Back when they were 3 divisions lower, the players weren't even being paid, and he still motivated them to do their best.
Yeah, exactly. So what's the latest? Because my screen is frozen again. What's the latest?
54-12 in the game. Sheffield United up 1-0, and it's in the Sheffield United half, and Spurs are just going for that equalizer with side to side in the box. There's a terrible pass by Spurs, and now Sheffield has the ball again. Nothing going on in the game. Still 1-0. Still 36 minutes away from a huge win that would make me very happy, but a long way to go. And now Sheffield United is in Spurs' end, but that didn't amount to much. They still have the ball, though, but on the peripheral of the goal on the right wing. Okay, here we go. Here's maybe a chance. Nope, somebody was offside. Oh, there's that woman linesman that that came up a few years ago, then disappeared for a while. She's back again. Do you know that woman linesman? If you saw her picture, you'd know who she was. She made it back to the Premier League. Good for her. I know it's
I know what you mean. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah. Yeah.
If the feed is the same, you'll see a picture of her shortly as she called the offsides.
Hold on. Where am I on here? 55. I'm on here.
You're on 55. Oh, you're a minute behind me again. I'll just stay where I am, and hopefully you'll catch up again, like you did last time.
No. Go on, stay there, mate. Stay there, because I know how long this. Stay there.
Okay.
Just have to do best with what we've got tonight. Really apologise to our people in the chat. It's not been a good night for me. Yeah, what was you saying there?
Oh, geez, Claude, I don't even remember. I'm a little rusty in watching the game and carrying on a conversation with you.
You're talking about a woman linesman.
Oh no, I'm just saying. I know it's based on performance, and if you screw up, they send you, down a division. But she disappeared for a while, and she's back, and I'm just glad to see. I like to see progressive things like a woman linesman, and I'm glad she's done well enough to come back to the Premier League.
Yeah, it's good. I think she had a bit of problem with a few male people calling her out. Yeah, I know you mean. You know who
I thought of the other day, Claude, and I almost looked her up, but I didn't know her name. Do you remember when Mourinho was at Chelsea, and he had this whole big to-do with the physio, who was a woman, and she wound up quitting the team? I was wondering, she's a doctor. I was just wondering whatever happened to her. Remember, he said, "Oh, she just."
Right.
You remember that whole big thing?
Oh yeah.
I wonder how she's doing.
Yeah.
Oh. I don't know what made me think of her the other day, but it was odd, and I didn't remember her name, so I couldn't look it up. Okay, Spurs look really motivated to tie this game up. It's like someone.
Yeah, I've just got back on there. 57-43.
I'm at 58-12.
That's all right. Leave it there. It's all right. It's the longest one. Yeah, you're right. They seem to be pressing a bit more now. And Sheffield United look as if they're just going to sit back here.
Oh, I hope they're not going to do that yet. I hate when teams do that with like 30 minutes to go and just sit back. I can't stand it.
Ben Davis. Oh.
Yeah, Sheffield United can't make a dent, and now they're driving. Now Spurs are driving to the goal.
Yeah, Man City playing Liverpool after this, which is really just a match for pride, really, more than anything, as Liverpool have already won.
Yeah,
the title.
I'd have to watch that game with the fake crowd noise. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that. I don't even know if my wife would let me watch another game in a row.
Oh my God, man. What's happened to the modern day man, eh?
She would say it's not Arsenal. So get up here and help me.
Yeah, but she doesn't know that, does she? Just say Arsenal are playing. She wouldn't know any different.
No,
she wouldn't know. She doesn't know nothing about football, so she wouldn't know if Arsenal are playing or not, would she?
Yeah, well, if I overuse that, she'll get wise. She's really smart. Despite marrying me, she's really smart.
Oh, I've got a comment here from our friend Natish. Natish, how are you, my friend? Roman Abramovich told Lampard the deal for Kyle Havertz will be 100% done and assured they will beat Bayern Munich to his signature bid. Is ready to you. He sent on Saturday night. And Natish, hope you're well, mate. I'm having a few technical problems here tonight, Natish, but I hope everything is well. Good guy. He's a nice guy, Natish. He's a really nice guy.
When it comes to stuff like that, I like to
follow Arsenal FC fan page. Natish all follow that. It's a great Facebook page to be involved in. Over 350,000 followers and really good Facebook page to follow. Natish. I was going to say, I can't link you in because I was going to get Natish in, but because I'm on the phone tonight, I don't think I've got access to do that.
Well, that's a shame because I'd like to ask Natish his source for that story. Spurs are they're just on the outside of the Sheffield United box, looking very dangerous right now. I'm going to wait till I see what happens with that. Okay, they cleared it out of bounds. I would love to ask Natish the source for that story because I have learned the hard way is to not believe every story I see at face value. Like the person that said Ceballos didn't want to be here earlier in this watch along. He has never said that.
Simpy's in the chat as well. Simpy, you know Simpy? Simpy's in the chat as well. Hello, Simpy. Good evening.
Hi, Simpy. Yeah, David Dundas says if Spurs lost because Sheffield United parked the bus, that would be very ironic. Alex says it's nice to see you again, mate. Keep your chin up, Claude. And Natish also says thank you, Claude. Jeez, it's like someone jacked up one end of the field. It's like it's all the players in Sheffield United's end.
Well, they're going to get that now. They're going to just sit back now, aren't they? Because they've got the lead, and they've been struggling lately as well. So they want to hold on to what they've got. So I can understand it. They're a bit cautious, but you can't be too open against Spurs.
No, I understand that. I understand that, but I just don't understand parking the bus at the 63-minute mark. I just don't get that. But who the hell am I to argue with Chris Wilder and the success that he's had? I'm just saying personally, I wouldn't do it.
Exactly. So we'll see. Let me see what I can do on this. I might even try and get him on. So let me see if I can do it this way.
I'm going to mute my sound for a second because I have to yell at my dogs.
All right, then. Go on. Have a yell. Go on. Do it live on air.
No, I'm not going to do it live on air. See, this is what makes me crazy, Claude. For 4 months, I am the only person that has left my house. Literally, I am the only person that has left my house for 4 months. All I ask is that my dogs be let outside while I'm doing a watch along with the mighty Claude, and no one answers me. I just yelled up the stairs, can someone do something about these freaking dogs?
All right. Yeah, I know.
Tina says, hello, Claude, and thank you for your support. Alex Wilden sent that message. And Stan Kroenke says, get out. Stan Kroenke says, get out, but I don't know what he's talking about.
Where's that? Stan Kroenke. Oh.
Someone named Stan Kroenke wrote, "Get out."
Oh,
Adam Harding Care says Arsenal will win on Saturday. I hope you're right. Raz says Tottenham have been shocking in the final third. Well, I don't know. Like Claude said, they've pretty much Sheffield has pretty much parked the bus, so it's going to be hard to penetrate. But you would think that with 25 minutes to go, Spurs are going to have at least a couple of chances before this game is over. Especially that they're not even putting pressure on them until they cross the midfield line. Another thing I totally disagree with. They are really just sitting back. Damn it.
Yeah, it looks that way at the moment, doesn't it? I mean, yeah, I'm looking at the game as I've seen at the moment. Yeah, 65 gone for 65, 66 minutes, nearly 66 minutes gone, and it's just one way. It's just attack against defence here because, as someone just said, if you can see that comment there on the screen, it says,
yeah, I read that out.
Part of the bus, it'd be ironic because of Mourinho doing it against Mourinho. Yeah, true.
They have 11 men behind the ball. No one's putting any pressure on.
Cross comes in. Oh. I just get this feeling though that they're going to open them up any time.
I agree with you because I think they're parking the bus too soon.
Alex, it could be down to tiredness as well that they can't get out. I don't know.
Alex Wilden says, I don't know what this means. Perhaps you do, Claude. Alex Wilden says, Claude, 12 pins soon, mate. I don't know what that means.
That's the pub, yeah. Apparently it's opening on Saturday, but I don't know what the rules are going to be. But
I thought you said things were spiking again in the UK. Now they're going to open up pubs?
There's talk about it, but now apparently at the moment, it's like that's only just talk.
Oh, okay.
But at the moment, everyone is a lot of restaurants have been told they can open, pubs, restaurants can open on the 4th of July, which over in your place is Independence Day.
Yes, we've been over that, and you're not going to get me to say what I was going to say about Independence.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's the same day.
Connor McCrudden says, we love you, Claude. We do. Yes, you're very beloved, Claude.
No, I don't know about that.
Oh, you are. You were one of the first AFTV people I absolutely fell in love with because you just speak from your heart. You know, right or wrong, you speak from your heart, and I have deep respect for that. Oh, Sheffield United scored when I was praising you. 2-0. Yes, 2-0. I didn't even see it because I was looking at the comments.
What's the time? What's the clock on the time on the goal?
68-27.
Also should be coming up.
I'm seeing the replay. I'm seeing the goal for the first time. Oh, beauty.
They're just showing it now, yeah.
Can't believe I missed the goal. I got to get better at this watch-along stuff.
Oh, I can see Arsenal Twitter going in meltdown. Arsenal Twitter will be going mad tonight. You watch. He's got. What the defending is awful. I just stood there. Look.
Yeah, it wasn't very good defense by Spurs, but still was a sweet little goal.
Is there an offside there though? 1 minute.
Oh God, there better not be. No, I'm ahead of you. I don't see the ref doing that crap. Oh, and now they're at the water break at 69-23. Chadwick Muff. Well, this is an odd question. Claude, do you celebrate Independence Day? Why would they celebrate Independence Day in the UK? Is July 4th? Of course not. Why would you?
I don't know, but the Americans over here will probably celebrate. Yeah, it's an American day, isn't it?
Really? Americans over there would be that. They would
It's a
really
big day,
do
isn't
that?
it? It's a massive day. It's when isn't it when it was founded? Isn't it when it was actually founded? Isn't it?
It's Independence Day is when the rich Americans who didn't want to pay taxes won the war. Yes. So what? I just don't understand why Americans would be shooting off fireworks if they were in the UK. That's pretty. That's pretty. I don't even know the word to describe that.
No, but there's not. I don't. I think. I don't know. I don't know if they do, but that's what I would presume. But I don't know if they don't do anything like that.
Oh, Chadwick just said, "Ha ha, I'm just teasing." Sorry, Chadwick. I took you literally. All right.
He keeps winding me up about Fabregas. Gets on, Chadwick. He's like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't understand why you guys like banter so much.
Oh, by the way, Chadwick, I know you're not being very well, and I hope everything's all right with you now, mate. And I hope you're fit and ready soon and get back to back well again, mate. Yeah, I know you're not being very well, but it's nice to hear you on here anyway. And good man.
Oliver Fourway says Spurs defense is just as bad as ours. That used to be their strength.
Tottenham on the attack, yeah. 2-0 down.
As far as I'm concerned, now they can park the bus. Oh, this would be an outstanding.
I wouldn't count Spurs out even now. It's 2-0. Even Sheffield United might tire.
Well, I predicted 2-1 Sheffield United, and then, so if they're going to score, fine, as long as Sheffield United wins. And at the end of the day, we're ahead of Spurs.
This is quite a shock scoreline, my friend. It's quite a shock scoreline. I don't know what you people in the chat think, but it's not. It's incredible scoreline.
Chadwick says that
I could not see this. I could not see this out. In fact, I think they were 4-1 to win this game. In the book.
I think it's slightly surprising without the crowd to motivate Sheffield United, but Sheffield United have played a pretty decent game. Chadwick says to you, Claude, I'm doing well, Claude, doing a lot better, recovering well.
Good man. Let's have a look here. Any more comments?
That's a pretty drastic comment by Quibbly.
Well, Arsenal did beat them, by the way. Yeah, I know what you're saying, but they were a bit fortunate. But I'll tell you what, if they can hold on to this win, this will really put them in a good position.
Yeah, absolutely. And I don't think you can make a statement like that, Quibbly, based on one game. Jesus, Claude, did you fall down? Well, while Claude is picking up his phone, I'll wait till this is kind of entertaining. All right, you okay there? Was that your phone? Was that your phone that fell down, or was it you? Oh, where'd you go? Don't make me do this by myself. No one wants to hear. Oh, there you go. Have you frozen?
Can you believe it? No, someone's decided to phone me while I'm on air.
Oh, okay.
I'm looking at this game now.
What Quibbly is saying, I don't think that you can on this game say that, if they pull this off, they're better than Arsenal and Tottenham put together. I mean, I think that's a little knee-jerk reaction. If you remember, we would have beat Spurs in their place if not for a missed Aubameyang penalty earlier this season. So I don't buy your assertion, Quibbly.
Yeah, Raz says Tottenham have been shocking in the final third. I've got to agree, they're not been very good, have they? Maybe it's because I don't know what Kane and Son are not on the game tonight. I think that's done them a lot. That disallowed goal has changed things as well. That disallowed goal, they should have.
Yeah, that took some of the heart out of them. Then they did a push to try to level the game, and they couldn't. To their credit, they're still trying. And I think you got to give some credit to Sheffield United, Claude, in shutting down Son and Kane in this game.
Yeah, they've really worked hard in this game.
Yes, absolutely.
Worked really well. They've really, much more improved performance from Sunday anyway, that's for sure.
Oh, I'm being corrected. That was last season when Aubameyang missed the penalty. I'm sorry.
What were you talking about? What was you talking about?
I was saying we should have beat Spurs, and that was last season. Now that I'm thinking about it, I was saying earlier this year Aubameyang missed a penalty, and we should have beat the Spurs at home. But everybody's right. I made a mistake. That it was last season. Cut me some slack, guys. We had like 3 months without football.
We got them soon, mate. Not this Saturday. Next Saturday, I think. Next Sunday, I think we got them.
Good. And we're gonna hand them a nice big L.
Be a big game now. Definitely a big game now.
Probably decide who finishes in front of the other that game.
They could be in a lot of trouble as well because with the they're going to lose a lot of money with their ground being closed, and if they don't qualify for any European competition, they could be in a lot of trouble.
How was that onside? That was not onside. Yeah, Harry Kane scored, but it was way offside. Way offside.
No VAR. Oh, so Spurs
no VAR. You can see it. If they go to VAR with this, they might as well just ditch VAR. He was 5 feet offside.
But have they given the goal?
No, they haven't.
Oh. They've got to go because everyone's got to be done, isn't it? No, he's off.
Ewan asks, do you think they have rushed Kane back from injury again? I don't think so. What do you think, Claude? You think they rushed Harry Kane back?
No, because you can't say that because didn't he score in the last game?
Yeah, he did, actually.
No, I don't know.
Adam Harding Care says the Partey deal is done now. Where?
Where's that? Where?
Where's he going?
Well, apparently he was due in London for talks, wasn't he? And this week, so he may be right on that. Oh, there's a dodgy back pass. Vertonghen's on. Is it Vertonghen's on the bench for them?
Chadwick wants me to tell you, Claude. He knows I only kid around about Fabregas. I'm not a fan of him either on how he left the club and how he acts to this day about how much.
I know he does it to wind me. Oh wait! Oh!
Are you? What time you got, Claude? I got 78-11.
Oh yeah, you're in front, but there was a move there for Sheffield United there. All right.
I'm used to doing these things with Terry where he's 30 seconds ahead of me and says, "Oh my God, I can't believe that happened." And I'm like, "What?"
Yeah, but he's all right. He's got a proper bloody equipment. I've got crap here because the internet here is rubbish. Oh my God!
No, it's not my wife. It's my mother. I gotta figure out how to turn this off. Sorry, Mom.
No, answer it. It might
I'm
be
not
important.
answer it.
Let's go.
What are you? No, that's the Harry Kane thing I told you about. He was offside.
No, there's another one here coming.
Now you're ahead of me. I'm at 79 minutes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
He headed the ball down and then Kane hit it into the goal. That was another one, but you must have missed that bit.
Oh yeah, I definitely missed that bit.
There's a substitution going on for Spurs here. Yeah, you should answer the phone. It might be important.
It's not important. My mother drains my life force from me with her stories. She's really old and she tells these awful stories.
Oh,
She lives up in Pennsylvania in the mountains, and she always has some animal stories. And
oh.
I don't need to hear that. I'll call her back after the watch along.
That's nice to listen to them stories.
I'll drop it.
Tell her to ring me. Tell her to ring me.
No, none of my family's going to talk to you. My family talks to you. My wife will leave me and go to England. My mother will say, "Why can't you be a nice son like Claude?" No, you're not talking to anybody in my family.
How old is your mother?
My mom? Oh my God, how old is she now?
70.
She's in her upper 70s.
Yeah, my mum passed away at 69.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Mm.
That's too young.
2009. Yeah. It's cancer, I'm afraid.
Quibley just said something that made me laugh because I was talking about my mother up in the hills, and he said, maybe she saw Bigfoot. You should answer the phone. Oh, if she told stories like that, I'd always answer the phone. I actually believe in Bigfoot.
Do you actually go visit?
She's 4 hours away by car. It's not like,
right.
you know, I'm not going to make that trip with my hideous wife and kids.
No, for a holiday. You can go over there for a holiday or something.
No, I haven't seen her in years. We talk on the phone every few days. She's a lovely woman. She's been in the United States since she was 18 years old, and she still has a thick German accent.
Does she love football? Is she a football fan?
She loves watching football, but she doesn't follow any of it. But I got my love for football from my German mom and my South American dad.
Right. You're a bit of a mixture then, aren't you? German,
yes, German and South American.
What part of South America?
My dad is from Suriname. And when his family moved to America, he joined the army and he met my mother in Germany and he knocked her up with me.
You got brothers and sisters?
I got two brothers that I barely talk to because one's on the West Coast, I'm in New York, and the other is down south. And he went from being a total New Yorker to a total hillbilly. I mean, I love my brothers, but I haven't talked to them in years. Why are we talking about my family?
No, I'm just passing conversation. That's all.
Well, save this for whenever the hell I can finally get to the UK and you and I are getting drunk in a pub. Then I'll tell you all about my hideous. Then I'll tell you all about my hideous fit. What, you've given up alcohol completely?
At the moment, I'm on water. Yeah, I'm on water.
Oh, okay.
Until I get my test results, I'm on water because I don't want to damage me.
Well, I'm glad that you're conscious about your health, especially since you're not feeling well right now with your breathing, but I'm also glad that you're feeling a little better. Maybe you should go to a doctor. A doctor's open in the UK?
No, I've been to the doctor. I've run tests, but now I've got to wait for the blood test results.
Sheffield United just scored the third goal, Claude.
No, you're joking.
I am not joking.
Oh, my God. What am I missing tonight? This is incredible news tonight. I can't believe what I'm hearing.
Outstanding. Plus that goal differential for Tottenham goes down even further.
The football terrorist will be definitely on tonight. I'll tell you, he's going to really go into it tonight. The football terrorist might even have. I'd love to see what Expressions has got to say about this. Expressions, what's happening, mate? Expressions. Is it allowed or what, the third goal? Was it a good goal or I'm still behind here?
It was a decent goal. It was more bad defending by Tottenham, but it was a decent goal. He penetrated deep. He drew the ball back and it went in, and Chris Wilder's doing a little Claude dance on the sideline right now.
Oh, well, I just seen it's just come up. What? This is incredible. I bet Twitter's going absolutely berserk here.
Jamie Vandenberg, Glenn and Claude. Oh, it disappeared. Top guys equals top guys. Thank you, Jamie.
I'm happy for Wilder though, because he deserves a bit of luck now.
Absolutely.
He's worked hard this season, and for him, for those last few games, it's gone a bit sour for him. He's worked hard this season. They've worked really hard. Spurs 3-0 down, and Mourinho can't believe what he's watching.
Oliver Fourway says something very interesting. This Tottenham team has reached the end of its cycle. They need a huge rebuild, and Mourinho is not the man to do that.
Well, I think there will be a rebuild here. I think their back four needs rebuilding definitely. I thought Arsenal's back four was in a bit of a state, but looking at this tonight,
Spurs fans are going to sound a lot like Arsenal fans after this game about their defense. I agree with you, Oliver. I don't think Mourinho's the man to build the team. I don't. I know.
I bet old Terry's watching this now. I bet he won't be shopping and laughing his head off about Mourinho.
Oh, he's not a big fan.
No, he hates him.
Sean Whitmore says Expressions is going to have a heart attack on his stream. Poor lad. Mike Hawksmall says Harry Kane is overrated. I'm not going to stick up for Harry Kane, but I don't agree with that.
Simply's enjoying it. Ha, 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 says Simply. 3-0. Well done, Simply in the chat as well. And I can't believe this result tonight. I just cannot believe it. Unbelievable. 3-0. Fuck.
Outstanding. I can't believe how bad Spurs defense is. I cannot believe it.
There'll be an inquest amongst their fans tonight, I tell you. There'll be a few. Not happy with this.
Mike Hawksmall says Mourinho is shite.
Oh.
Omar Yahya says Expressions is fuming.
Nearly one back for Spurs, but it went across the area. They're not. Hopeful balls coming in for Spurs at the moment. Hopeful.
Clam J says Spurs look like a shambles. Alex says Claude and Glenn, love it. Brilliant score. Totally agree, Alex. What a great game. I'm so happy right now. I'm going to have a big smile on my face all friggin' day, even if my wife nags the hell out of me today.
Oh. What time is it over there now?
It's 2:46 in the afternoon. Oh, wow. It's nighttime there.
Yeah, it's 8 o'clock nearly, yeah. They're 7:45, yeah. Yeah.
I tell you, Claude, I cannot.
I'll tell you what, I think Kane is going to be. If someone comes in with a real big offer for Harry Kane in the summer, I think he might be tempted to leave. I just don't think this is a big summer. I think it's big summer for both North London clubs this year. Really big summer. There's got to be a lot of decisions to be made.
Well, the question is, how much money are clubs going to have? That's the big question. Chelsea has this money because they were banned from the last transfer market. So they have money to burn. But, I mean, with this whole virus thing, no crowds, I just don't know how much you can fix in this next transfer window as far as Spurs, Arsenal, anybody.
Yeah. Yeah, I understand. What's happening there? Because mine are frozen again.
89th minute. Harry Kane's doing his best to get them back in this game. There's a goal for Tottenham, 3-1. Harry Kane scored it just as we were talking about him. So it's 3-1, 89 minutes, 20 seconds I'm at here on my feed. Yeah, this is, possible. No, not a possible offside. Good stuff. Good stuff. As I was saying earlier, this will put a smile on my face for the rest of the day. So what, Claude, a guy like you watch a good game like this with
I've just seen it. It's just come up now.
A brilliant result. If you're an Arsenal fan, a brilliant result. What are you going to do? You're not going to have a drink because you're not feeling well right now. What are you going to do to celebrate when we're done with this watch along?
What's that?
What are you going to do to celebrate? You can't have a drink because you're not feeling well. What are you going to do?
No, actually, I've got to get something. I've got to go out and get something to eat when this is finished.
Are the fast food places open there yet?
Yeah, I might get a takeaway or something. I don't know yet. I've got to be careful what I eat now. I've put too much weight on as well. Too much weight.
Well, it's good that you're health conscious.
I didn't have any breakfast this morning. So.
I haven't eaten yet today at all. I'm freaking going out to McDonald's or Burger King as soon as I hit off on this watch along.
Yeah, there's a substitution coming out, and there's 4 minutes for Tottenham to get 2 goals.
It's not going to happen.
When Burnley's coming off.
Last time I saw 2 quick goals like that was when City won the title on the last day.
What are you on then? I'm on 90-38.
I'm on 91-14.
Oh, you're just in front, a little bit in front.
And let me go back to this. Oh, Terry's in the comments. Experienced manager, my arse. Claude and Diesel, I'm sorry, but both hang your heads in shame. In Arteta, I trust.
Where is he?
Terry's in the comments. He says, experienced manager, my arse. Claude, there you go.
Yes. Yeah, keep shopping, mate. Don't keep on.
Good
We're having
God,
a disaster here tonight.
Claude, give Arteta a chance, for crying out loud.
There's nothing to hang your heads in shame at all. His players haven't performed for him tonight. It's nothing to... at the end of the day, it's nothing. This is maybe a one. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what's happened tonight. Football's a funny game, mate. Funny game. But it's no shame in the manager. I mean, his record speaks for itself. No shame at all. Anyway.
David. Oh, I missed it. There it is. David Dundas says, all the beautiful food places in New York and you go to McDonald's, Glenn? Yeah, I'm a creature of habit. I want it fast. I want it quick. That's what she said. I'm at 92.43. Yeah, I'm starving, David. I don't have time for any fancy food. I haven't eaten yet today, and it's 2:51 in the afternoon.
Plus, nothing's open anyway. Nothing. All the decent food. Do you have Nando's over there?
Yeah, do we have what?
Nando's.
Nah, not that I know of. No.
Oh, I'm surprised you don't have Nando's in New York.
No. When I was making the when I was working on the AFT video last night, I went to Sonic, which is a drive-through fast food place. Do you have those in the UK?
Sonic? No.
Oh, okay.
I thought probably, but I've never heard of it. I've never seen it. Sonic.
No.
Maybe someone in the chat has heard it, but
it's a huge fast food chain that has huge parking lots where you can park and hang out and eat your food in the. I'm not a big fan of eating my food in the car, but that's what Sonic's all about. It's kind of old-fashioned, like in the 50s when waitresses used to wear roller skates, go up to your car, and take your order. That's kind of what Sonic is trying to do. But yeah, when you talk about fancy food, my wife, she's the connoisseur. I'm happy with a double cheeseburger and fries most times.
Oh, lovely. But you know what I don't like? I don't like the gherkins in that. I don't like that. That's the only thing I don't like.
Are we talking? Okay, I'm not sure what a gherkin is. Is that onions?
Is it gherkins? Oh, it's hot. Oh, yeah. They come in burgers, don't they? A lot. Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
I forget the
Oh,
fast
good.
food. It's past the 4 minutes of extra time. So
Yeah,
the
that's
ref
what
should
I'm
be
saying.
blowing his whistle anytime. And there's the whistle. 3-1 Sheffield United. We're ahead of Spurs, and that will make me smile for at least 2 days.
Yeah.
You know what?
Game
That'll make
done.
me
Game done.
that'll make me smile until Saturday, the Wolves game. Claude, you'll be with AFTV with the Watchalong. I'll be with Terry and whoever else is going to be on Claude and the Banstas on Saturday. But thank you for inviting me, Claude.
No, always a pleasure, and thank you for everyone in the chat. I'm sorry
Yes,
about.
thank you, everybody.
I'm sorry about tonight. It's not been great. A lot of technical problems down here, and I really do apologise. I hope to bring you better things. In I don't know if is there a game tomorrow?
I don't know, but let me finish with a question to you, Claude, from Jack Webb. He asked, Claude, do you think we can beat Wolves and finish above them?
Oh yeah, it's possible, but we'll see. Saturday's the big one. If they win, that's it. Game over, isn't it? We won't be passing them because it'll be 9 points. If we win, it'll be 3 points. It's game on again, isn't it? So a draw, then it's game, and then there's possibly no chance at all. So we have to beat them. Simple as that on Saturday. Looking forward to it. Should be a good game.
Yeah,
I've got the table up here. Sheffield United move up to 7th, Arsenal 8th, just above Spurs. And now, only 1 goal difference behind as well. So that's not bad. That's good.
Yeah, good day. Good day. And as far as finishing above Wolves, I agree with you. It's all going to depend on if we can get the 3 points on Saturday. Claude, I'm going to DM you after this. Keep an eye out for it. And thank you again for having me on.
Take care. Take care, everyone.
And thank you, everybody, in the comments section for your lovely comments.
Okay, and thank you, everyone, for joining me. And I'll speak to you soon, then, yeah.
You sure there's not vodka? You sure there's not vodka in that water bottle? You forgot my name.
No, man, I'm not. I don't feel great at the moment.
Yeah. Oh shit. Sorry. Hey,
no, it's not your fault. It's not your fault. It's me, mate.
Go get something to eat and check your DMs because as soon as I hit X here, I'm going to DM you. Okay.
Right. Take care, everyone.
Take care,
everybody. See you soon. Sorry about the today. Hopefully the content will be better in the future, but unfortunately, I've had a lot of technical problems here today. And that's it. You're lovely lot. Love you all. Take care. Have a nice. Enjoy the rest of the evening. Arsenal are above Spurs. Can you believe that? Can you believe it? I can't.